Hey guys, it's Dave, and today I want to talk to you about Tony-isms. And Tony-isms are those things, usually funny, often profound, that come out of Tony Horton's mouth, most of which happen on the P90X DVDs and have become somewhat famous. Most famous of which is probably do your best and forget the rest, right? Which basically just means whatever you've got that day, worry about that. Don't worry about what the people on the DVD are doing, how many push-ups they're doing, pull-ups, how many, squat jumps or whatever it is that they're doing. Worry about how many you've got. And if that's 5 push-ups, that's probably 5 more push-ups than you did yesterday, and that's great. Next time, go for 6. But do your best and forget the rest, right? Well, one of my favorite Tony-isms, and the one I want to talk about today, is forget your best and do the work. And a lot of times I'll put that on Facebook or Twitter or wherever, and people will say, no, you've got that wrong. It's do your best and forget the rest. Well, it's really both. And so I want to show you where I got that from. This is my t-shirt from the 2010 January Phoenix Tony Horton Fitness Camp. Tony came out and did a camp for us. And on the back of it, it has a whole bunch of Tony-isms, and one of them indeed is forget your best and do the work. So I want to talk to you about what that means and how that mindset has helped me just this week, just yesterday as a matter of fact. So today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to my lovely wife, Monica, which means it's February 14th, which means February 17th is on Friday, which means I'm turning 40 on Friday. Yes, 40 is here, and it is creeping up on me very quickly. So I am also in phase 2 of P90X2. I'm feeling great. I'm loving the workouts. I'm really having a good time. And on Sunday, I decided to run a 10K with Monica and some other friends of ours who were all doing this race. What I didn't do was train for it. It was kind of a last minute thing. Yeah, I'll go run that 10K. Thinking, you know what? I think that the shape that I'm in now and the training that I've been doing, I can go run a 10K without too much problem. And it was. It was a pretty good race for me. I had fun. I ran the first half with Monica and her friend, and then decided to see how far I could push myself, and ended up doing the race in just under an hour, but I did the last 5K in 23 minutes, something like that. So that was a pretty good time for me. And I was happy with that, and I had a lot of fun. What I learned, though, on Monday is, well, you can do a 10K while only doing P90X2 and surfing. You are going to feel it the next day. And I woke up Monday, and my right quad, my left calf, just on fire. Really on fire. And yoga, thankfully, was the workout that was on schedule for yesterday. So I looked at the schedule. Oh, at least it's yoga. Okay, I can deal with yoga. And yet, it was the absolute last thing I wanted to do yesterday. I did not want to work out yesterday. And it would have been really easy to just sort of say, you know what? I'm almost 40 and I did a 10K, and that was, I burned 800 calories and did a workout that I hadn't done for a long time. My body's, angry at me. And so I'm just gonna skip yoga and not do that today. But instead, I decided, no, you know what? I'm gonna forget about my best and not worry about how perfect I can be in the postures, or how I'm able to hold certain things, or how low I can go in the squats. I'm not gonna worry about any of that stuff. I'm just gonna show up and do the work. Pop the DVD in, and whatever happens, happens. Remove myself from the result, and just get in a workout for my body that I knew was gonna be really good for me. So what do you know? I got about halfway through it, and I started feeling good. My body warmed up. The tightness in my quad, my calf, kind of mellowed out a little bit. And I started to find myself getting more and more into this workout that I really didn't want to do to start with. So I'm encouraging you to think about that mindset. Forgetting about your best and just doing the work, because a lot of times that's what's going to get you to just pop the DVD in. And if you've done these workouts for any period of time, I know you've had days like this where maybe you didn't eat the right thing that was going to get you ready for your workout. Maybe you've just had a crappy day and you don't want to be there. But you pop in the DVD, you start working out, and you get, a third of the way into it, or halfway into it, or maybe 2/3 of the way into it. Maybe it's the last rep, and you feel it, and you start to feel better, and you start to really be glad that you actually showed up and pushed play that day. Because at the end of the day, it is about the work. Doing your best is something you should always strive for, but these programs are about showing up and doing the work. So get focused on that. And you know, on those days when you don't feel like working out, hopefully this gives you something to draw from. You know, just show up, forget about your best, do the work that day. Come back tomorrow, figure out what it was that caused you to kind of be in that mindset, and don't do that again. You know, if it's nutrition, or it's, you know, just the way your day sets up, or maybe you've just put it in your schedule as the last thing you're going to do in that day. You know, I don't recommend that people do that. If that's the only time you've got to work out, then fine. But if you can plug your workout earlier in the day, you're far more likely to get it done. You're far more likely to bring a better attitude with you when you get it done. So there you go. That's my Tonyism for today. I think I'm going to do this series. I did a little series on this a couple years ago right after the camp. And I think I'm going to redo that series because I've got some different thoughts about different things now. So there it is. Forget your best and do the work. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day.